Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. It's Taimanin and Mari here today with the update talk. We do have Tak on the video. Just assume Tak's gonna probably always be here. He's been in every video for so long. I think he's just a part of the videos now. He appeared one day and now he won't leave. We love.
You make it sound like make it sound like I'm a parasite, literally.
No, you're like a cat. You're like a little kitten. You just crawled up and I gave you some tuna and you just didn't. You just stayed. That's the story. That's what we're sticking with. And
Fair enough.
Ark is like the bully on the playground.
No, that's not even close.
All right, so we're gonna talk about what they added in the update when I get over petting Kirara. Um, what should we go to first? There's no new limited bundle. There's no new bundles or anything, right?
No, it's everything's the same.
All right, so we're gonna head on over to the Gacha, and they added this. Look at her, guys. Oh, she looks so good. Did we just take a moment to just look at her? Oh man,
I
just
fucking want her to be playable, honestly.
oh man, look at that. Look at that. Oh man. Woo! Let's go. She looks so good. I hate how good she is.
I think she has her father's blade. If you look at her other hand,
Yeah. I
the
was
red one
reading I was
specifically.
reading the event a little bit. Apparently she uses Muramasa, so I guess this is the Muramasa here. It's like a cursed sword. Whenever you cut someone, they get bad luck. From Japanese
Oh,
lore.
dude,
Yeah. She said I know
her
it
being
sounds so cool. I wish she was playable.
Dude, I can definitely see potential with her.
Oh
Like that's
man. Look at her little
like I could
feet.
like the potential of her being playable is just so up the roof in general.
I know. I hate that her supporter isn't is it's I hate that it's not limited because if it was limited then we would all know she was coming.
Yeah,
And then it's
but
just
it's
it's like
just
Sora and Sakuya. It's just it's the same situation. Like they both got supporters but they weren't limited and none of them are playable and it's like, "Damn it, man." Cuz I want
yeah.
Sora.
I want the other one.
Kind of want them both, but I really want Sora. I want my FBI Tron. All right. So we've already talked about what she does on the channel, but we'll go over it real quick again. Um, just be aware she only works on red characters because of how her passive is. It only supports suppressed type characters, so don't try to put her on anyone else or you will only have an active.
Yeah, for people that are wondering who are the suppressed characters, that's usually any characters that are awakened with red material. So Yuki, Murasaki, Asaka, Oboro, Astaroth.
Yeah, characters like
Like
that.
the
And if you don't know how to tell, because there are some people who still don't know, we will go to. I know you're red. You can see it right here in their stat. Well, it's kind of a stat sheet, but on their status screen, it says here suppress. That's how you know what the character is. It also shows their subtype, which in this case, Astaroth is a demon. So yeah, for people who didn't know that, that's right there. So yeah, back to Sexy Nagi. Yeah, so she gives suppressed type characters damage dealt increased by 12% at S level 1, and she reduces the damage they take by 12% at S level 1. When you get her to S level 5, those numbers would double to 24%. So yeah, she has a pretty decent passive overall as long as she's on a suppressed character. You get some nice damage and you get some nice some nice defense, and it's unconditional as long as she's on a red character. And
yeah.
I remember liking her active. I don't like the cooldown. It's really, really long.
No, the
Six,
cooldown's freaking long. It's
yes,
like really long.
that's like you're gonna use that once a map. But let's see. When attacked, creates a gust of wind that deals 10% of the damage and knocks back nearby enemies. Yeah, I liked it because it's kind of like the same passive that Fuma Amane and the limited Yuki support have, where they have kind of a counter attack for whenever you get hit. And I like that it has knockback on it, so whenever you get hit, you'll pretty much knock enemies away. And it doesn't have a cooldown here, so I'm assuming it's just whenever you get hit. Let's hope. God, I'm sorry, guys. My throat's a little sore. All right, and for her active, we have hurls blades of wind that attack nearby enemies, dealing 590% of the damage and making them bleed by 50% of the damage for 10 seconds. So just a nice damagey active. Um, yeah, if you were to double that, it would get to 1,180 damage when you
That's
get her
quite
to
a
level
chunk.
60. Yeah, that's a pretty big hit. The only thing that worries me is it says attacks nearby enemies. I do
I'm
hope
guessing
that it's
it.
like a decent AoE at least.
Yeah.
But people who have her will just have to see. Unfortunately, I'm in the situation where I can't pull her because I have 100 desire, and I have to decide if I'm going to save that desire for something that may be coming, or if I want to use it to get this.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
supporter
so
for
I have a
Coronai.
decision to make before Coronai leaves because wink wink hint hint Shizuru may be coming as a limited supporter, but don't take that as credible information. Just something we heard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a rumor we've been
Yeah,
hearing.
we
So
just so yeah, Shizuru. Anyway, if Shizuru comes out, I kind of want to save the desire for her because that's my other big booby blonde girl. And unlike Kirara, she has a butt. She has all the butt, all the booty. No, we're not going to talk about booty. Okay. And you said nothing was added here.
no, it's still Lydia. Lydia was still the last one. They haven't added thick thigh saves lives back yet.
Okay. God, fur.
I
Uh,
just need her too.
I just want her. I just want to I want her to just go to her room and beg her to dominate me.
I think anyone would.
Oh, she's so pretty. I love her. I love her horn. I bet her horn
It doesn't.
smells like feet.
It doesn't help that she gives them MILF vibes too.
Oh, she's just demon. She's like demonic Dami mommy, and I love her for it. I hate that she's blue, but you know,
You give what you take.
yeah. Okay, we'll get off of the subject of that. Moving on, they added.
Oh, the Tokiko is available for gems too.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, that. Yeah, I said that yesterday too. I should have remembered that. Yeah, if you want Tokiko, buy at your own risk. We've beaten the dead horse at this point. Like the horse is literally rotting, and we're still kicking it like the printer from Office Space. But
Oh
if for
gosh.
some reason you want Tokiko and you want to use your gems on her, she is certainly there to buy. But you know, I think anything else here would be a better option, personally.
Other than Obra, I would say.
Unless it's Ultra's Tokiko, because he's been really going ham on her. So yeah,
Uh,
1,200 gems in case you want her. Now we're gonna come here. This is what we want to talk about. They did add more maid outfits. Dude, I hate it because Coronai's is like probably the best one out of like every maid
I,
outfit.
I I I actually hate Coronai's.
You don't like that?
She has the same problem with Murasaki's outfit. Her hands go through the dress.
Oh yeah, the clipping probably, but look at that. Look at this. That
I,
tasty.
I Nah, dude. It's just for me. It's just like after they show their limited outfit, I'm like, yeah, that's not. It's not gonna satisfy me anymore.
Well, out of the three, I do plan to get Astaroth's, just because I want to have all of her skins, even though she's a poopy range character. But I still keep on top of her. Um, don't feel rushed to buy these if you're pressed for gems right now because they're not limited. They're just something you can always get. So they're always going to be here in case you want to get one of the maid skins later. I
You
wouldn't
can
say
show
get
the
it right now.
Astaroth one.
Yeah, I can't show Astaroth because I actually have her. So I guess we'll come here. You. I didn't want to click it there because I didn't want to accidentally buy it. Come here. And there you go. Ooh, panties. Glorious panties. One second. I want to see your panties again. Panties. All right. An armpit pose. Yeah. No, on second thought, I think I like Astaroth more than Coronai.
I
The little
like
heart
her.
kills it. Yeah, it looks super cute.
Out of
Ooh.
the three, I think Astaroth is the best one.
But I don't think Astaroth would be the type of maid that listens to shit you say. The only thing
No,
that
she'll.
bugs
But
me a little bit is the hair clipping into the bow. Can I take?
yeah, that.
Nope, just the
Yeah, you.
headpiece. Yeah. But yeah, that's the regular color. Then we have this nice blue, turquoisey. Yeah, it looks good. I'm hoping for like a red or something though. Yeah,
Better than
yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go.
better than. It's better than the Noah one. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, I kind of like this. Yeah. So that's Astaroth. I don't have the other two characters, so oh well. So outside of the maid outfits, the only other things we had added were
The event.
the event. Oh, she's so bad. Oh god, oh my god. Every time I see her, I'm like, you have some good ass art with a doo doo ass effect.
Yeah, it's like any other gacha game. You're paying for a paycheck at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I've barely gotten started. Like I got up and had to do stuff, and yeah, now we're making a video. So I'll get this done on my own time. But it's the same as every other event. You play through the maps, and then when you finish all the maps with all stars, you'll unlock bonus mode, and then you can do stages 1 through 3. I am hearing this bonus stage is really, really easy to the point it's like a joke.
It's piss easy. Like it's not even like it makes the last one like look like an actual nightmare, and this looks like the much more easier one.
And then if we come to the gotcha, okay, what's going on within the boxes here? We'll look at her
There there
after, but
there is a box 10.
it's just the usual. Yeah, just the
Yep.
crystal kit. Okay, well I need more of these, so I'm not gonna complain. One
That's
is
actually
like a miracle.
that's the last crystal I need to awaken, get the last awakening for Astaroth. So
Hmm, grats. I need, what is it? I need, after this one I'll need 10 more to start Nui so I can finish her. Because I only have 2 crystals after this. But yeah, so now we'll look at the supporter. Besides that, it's just the same as every other event, so no need to go into detail. Um, yeah. So we have how Omine, Omini, Omine, Ophinamin. That's what I'm gonna call her. Ophinamin
oh,
Nana.
Phenomenon.
She's Ophinamin. That's easier to say. So we have Chameleon. Protect type characters damage taken decreased by 20%. See, man, that's so bad. Like,
Like
because damage reduction doesn't, it's not flat. So when you get, like, I've stacked 100% damage reduction when I was making the Tank Kirara build up with Arc, and it doesn't actually make enemies do 0. Like, they do way less, but you're gonna need sustain and HP to take advantage of that damage reduction. It's not just like an end all be all. So this just giving
yeah.
40% damage reduction is doo doo, and it only works on
Honestly,
protect type characters, so it's even more doo doo. Like she's literally.
honest.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Uh, Honestly, she would have been good if like if she would have been better if she had to sustain with the damage reduction because that yeah, you're right. Like damage reduction by itself is not really helpful. You need like like what if like it gives you damage reduction or it gives you increase your HP by a percentage amount like
Yeah,
to
like
help
something
you
like
out.
this.
Yeah, it's like yeah like that exactly. Like it needed something else. Just by itself, it just doesn't help.
Cause like she's not a great support, but she's good in tank builds.
Yeah,
So like that's
I
yeah, like and this gives 30% damage reduction and increase HP restore from all sources by 20%. Yeah, she was a limited gotcha supporter, but like tanky supports aren't that good, and that support that we have now should definitely have more than just damage reduction. At least I feel like. It's kind of a
yeah.
letdown, especially since this is the first blue supporter we've gotten in a while, and it's just another letdown.
Yeah, it's like
When I say in a while, I mean free to play, because obviously Heavy was the last one, I think. No, the Sue one was the Halloween one, right? I think she was
mm,
blue too.
Sue,
Sue
the
and
Halloween
Sakura
one.
were
Yeah,
blue, yeah.
but she was a gotcha
Yeah, she
lock
was
though.
gotcha locked too, but Sue's also the Halloween Sue wasn't that great either, and neither is the Sakura. They're all every blue supporter just isn't that great. It's
It's like
annoying.
yeah, because it's like I would honestly if they would have changed this to like instead of the damage reduction, just if you wanted to keep the damage reduction, okay, yeah, sure, but you have to give it something else. Give it like increase your HP or give you like regen. Like
Yeah,
it's
something.
just this by yeah it's just by this by itself doesn't really help anymore like at this point it doesn't really help.
Yeah, I mean, you'll die less, but you won't be dealing any more damage, which is going to compound the problem because you need to be able to kill the shit you're fighting, not live.
And another thing, it's restricted to blue characters,
Yeah, and
so
that's
like
the big just kick in the dick. Blue only.
yeah
And then her ability is just it's shitty
our
core
active
now.
yeah it's not that great.
It's like vanishes momentarily after 2 seconds, appears near one of the enemies, and swings a whip, dealing 450% of their damage. If you, that's the thing, because like the past couple supporters have been bad. Like I would suggest breaking her down for enchanting, but saying that, I still haven't broken this down either. Where is she? This little succubus here. They're still sitting here, but it's like she's not good either.
Like
And it's like the
you
last couple have been poopy.
you have yeah, because since they're not really runnable, like the only thing I would say is that you have three things to do with them. You can break them down if for enchantment for your other supporters, which you could do that. Two, you can use them to dispatch fodder, which again, that's another thing. Or three, you can keep them around just in case if they do something like what they did, like the 1 year anniversary. You need to like enhance the supporter basically.
Here's another thing you can do. You can sell them for mileage too.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
If you want to like try to
But
get Shisui. I mean, I'd probably break them down for enchanting over anything.
yeah, it's just it's I'm only gonna keep them like separated for now for dispatch, but as well for like in case they do something like what they did like the anniversary, like you need to like they're gonna do like a leaderboard thing again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That like for now she's chilling here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her, and it's probably what's gonna happen with Nana. She's probably just gonna end up chilling here until I figure out what I want to do with her. You know what would be cool? Because I was kind of thinking about it. Like all these blue supports have like some weird damage reduction to something. Imagine they made a blue supporter that said the damage you deal is equal to your total damage reduction.
That would actually be really good because like
Yeah, it would
that
give
would
them
be
damage on one slot, and maybe it gives like 30% damage reduction on top of that. So it's 30% damage reduction and damage. That'd be neat.
yeah, because if you put it like that, it's like, oh, you're tanky, but you also deal damage back at it with it. Like it's like, oh, yeah, we'll give you like the more damage reduction you stack up with your characters, and it also kind of makes the blue Namatagas as well, trying to make them
Yeah, the
useful
blue.
for once.
Yeah, the blue would work too, because it would be they would give you damage. Like it won't be as much as like a red or a green build, but it'll give you some damage. So you can go, hey, I'm hitting for more than like 50k. It's like, because that's what Magikami does with their tank units. They like every tank unit when they have an attack, it says deals damage proportional to their defense, not their attack. So since they're built
Yeah,
tanky, they can still hit hard. And I think that would really help out in AT because like I don't like blue is just such a niche color. And it's getting to the point that
it's
it's like no matter what they release, it's just not good. I'm sorry, go on, Tad, because I know you're trying to say something.
Uh, no, you're fine, Mark. It's just that anytime they release good blue supporters, it's just that it's either limited or it's behind the gotcha. Which let's be real here, there's only like the last blue supporter they put behind the gotcha was heavy, but the problem with heavy is that she's restricted to demon type characters, so like
Yeah,
it
exactly. And
it
even
doesn't really help out that much for us.
and even then, the damage she gives isn't as good as something like a Lydia or something like a Kaworu or a Kitty Mom. Like that's just like they even the blue supporters that give damage still don't give that much. Like we
Yeah.
have Fuyumi for melee as an example. Like where the hell is she? No, you're Homer. Yeah, yeah. Like see, like what is this tiny little 8% damage? And like by the time she's S level 5, I don't remember how much it's gonna be, but it's not a lot. And even then, like she has damage reduction from melee. So it's like even the blue supporters that give damage don't give like a lot. It's so depressing. Like even when like Morisaki was back, and I ended up not getting her because me and Ark talked about her, and it's like she gives you mad HP and defense, but I was like honestly like I'm not looking for that. Like I like Morisaki was way better last year than she is now in the meta. Her supporter.
Yeah,
Like
because it's just the hard contact now is like you kind of like have to like it's basically with hard contact now is that yeah you could take your time doing it, but like it's like that's not like really efficient, but like it's usually like you want to burst things down now basically.
And the problem is with in hard content, like especially in tower, stacking yourself to be unbelievably tanky, the enemies were hitting way too hard to do that. At least because
Yeah, it's
when we had tower at the beginning, we didn't have enchanting. We didn't even have awakening, I don't think, did we? No, we got the awakening mats from tower. So yeah, you really weren't really awakened either if you ran through tower like the first week. Like I did it with a level 75 Yuki with no enchanting, and like If I had stacked damage reduction on her, she would have just died. Maybe it's different now. Maybe you can get tanky enough where you can like troll it. But do you really want to be on a tower floor for like 30 minutes trying to kill a Taimanin with 3,000 life bars and there's three of them? I don't.
Yeah, it's just
The-
it's just like damage reduction. Yeah, it's fine, but it's just like it doesn't really help out that much, really.
And then, oh
I
my god. I
I
just
do
like,
like
it
that.
kills me, man, because I'm telling you, man, because we know the limited supports are coming, and like the ones that I care about are coming soon. Because like Kirara came out not long after Koronai, she's only like 3 characters away. Obero's coming, frickin'
And
Asuka's coming, and
Ingrid
then
too.
Ingrid and Kirara are coming, and then like it's so when I think about it, I'm just scared of who is gonna get the blue supporter. Someone's gonna have a blue supporter and it's gonna suck. Who's gonna get it? You know who I mean?
Yeah,
Like I don't think Obero will get it. I think Obero's will be red, but since Coronai's was red, I don't know.
yeah, because it's just like I thought Coronets was gonna be green, but since it came out red, I was like, oh,
Because
I
it
don't
proves
know.
like the supporter doesn't have to match the gems they awaken with. Because Coronai awakens with blue.
Yeah, she awakens with blue, and yeah, because like because Overall awakens with red, and we don't know. Maybe her supplement part could be green or blue, and then that could be like, oh,
Yeah, and that's the thing. We have no clue. Like, so I'm worried about which of the characters, since we know that the supporter color doesn't have to match the character color. Like, we could get anything. Like, Kirara's blue, but her support could be red, for example. But I'm worried about who's gonna get the blue supporter, because
yeah, it's
that's
usually
gonna be the one with the shitty supporter. I hope it's not Kirara.
yeah, it doesn't help too that blue is just really bad right now. It's just not in a good spot,
Because if it's Kirara, I'm gonna try to make the supporter work, and that's gonna be a nightmare if I have to try to make a blue build work.
and you're gonna need to get heavy too, that other supporter to
Oh,
help
I
her
need a
out.
heavy. Yeah, I actually will try to get heavy, and she just cucked me.
Yeah,
Um,
that's just
there is like a couple blue supporters I like. Like I do like, because now it sounds like it seems like we're just talking about blue now, but whatever. I like this supporter, but she only really works on ranged, unfortunately. I do like
yeah,
her. She's probably one of the better ones. Um, where the fuck is Onigumo?
right there.
Yeah, I still like Onigumo. Like if you're fighting demons, like she's great. That's the problem with blue is you're constantly switching your build. Like there isn't like a build that you just bring everywhere. It's like, oh, I gotta go fight demons, I'll bring Onigumo. Oh, I gotta go fight humans, I'll bring Haruka. They're so niche, like it sucks. Haru's alright just because supporter cooldown is decent if you're building that. This was doo-doo. Oh, she's not even freaking blue. Wow, she just has a blue ass effect. Yeah, this is doo-doo. Um, I like Fuyumi. I like her. She's probably one of the best blues in the game.
But it's only two
So
characters
yeah,
in the
only two
roster that
characters
can
can
use.
use her, but at least there's a blue that gives some damage. So I have no issues with her as long as you have a machine, she'll take care of you. Who else?
Oh, there's that other one right there.
Cell phone mom. Yeah, like look at this. Increased damage dealt to machines. Like it's so specific. She's so
Yeah,
cute
that is
though.
true.
Like
And then
it,
of course she does give you particle charges too,
and then it
which
sucks
I
because
was
on maps where there are machines, there are still humans on. Like it's never a map with like one enemy now, like one enemy
yeah,
type. They're all mixed.
yeah, they're all over the place. They're like mixed up all over. And
At
then
least,
you missed one on the top.
who?
Right, go out, go down, go down. Her right there, right next to Beaky.
Oh, Susan. Yeah, but Suzune's again like she's towards the tanky thing. I'm
Yeah, she's
trying.
more towards tanky.
Like she is good if you're looking to keep your character up. Like the regen is kind of really good, but like it's a tank build, and I use her in my tank build. Yeah, she's great for that. But I'm trying to look at blues that actually bring damage to the table. Like Micah's great.
Yeah, Micah's great. Like
Like
she's one of the ones that actually like it's gradually like she's over time she's getting better and better.
yeah, I was actually gonna say that because I remember when Micah dropped, we were like Micah's dirt, and now I'm so happy I kept my Micah. Because like
Yeah,
she's kind of really helpful. Like just if you have something that can debuff, you throw her on and you just have damage. Because there's no blues like her. There
Yeah,
was
I have to agree with you with that.
there was one other, but I think she's in dispatch. Oh no, she's right here. I like her, but she's like Ingrid. She only works with weapon skills.
Yeah, like another build that I was gonna say, you can have her and Cell Phone Mon together, and you can like she gives you the particles to charge up, and like, I'm thinking of some other stuff for like
Yeah, like I
God, that
think
art
about.
though.
Yeah, her art is amazing. I love how she looks. I don't know. It's a subject for another day. We're kind of done talking about the. Oh no, we're
The
not. We're
update.
not done. They added new
Oh, the
story.
story. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the story.
Uh, Tack seemed to be liking it. He was playing it earlier. I hear the boss is pretty neat. I haven't. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't done shit yet. But obviously, if you do the story, you'll get a bunch of gems, which is nice, and same thing from the event. So we're gonna get a nice gem injection, which we really need with all the stuff they're hitting us with.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah.
with that, and since they added a new story, there's a new time attack. If you want to give a crack out of that, if
Oh
you're
yeah, that
interested.
that mode I don't care about. Yeah, it's chilling right here. New time attack, that pretend content. Um, and I think really that's it. Like, but yeah, like it's getting to like this right here. Like, no, I didn't want time attack. I want Yuki's butt. This right here is like the biggest proof that like blue needs to go somewhere, and it needs to like it sucks because that's what the color does. Like the colors do what they're supposed to do. And blue's the tank color. But I just like I don't. Why would you want to do that? Like, why would you want to just be so tanky and then like not deal any damage? It's just something has to give. And like I said earlier in the video, I think the best ability would be like for a blue support would be like your character. It makes your character deal extra damage the higher their defense is or their defense percentage or something like that. I think that'll be a nice supporter just to give blue some damage output because you don't get crit rate. You don't get critical damage from blue. You just get damage reduction, and then like very occasionally you get like healing and regen. So it's like
Yeah, like there's some damage, there's some particle charges, and like in damage for weapons. There's not that much. Like it's always damage reduction with blue.
and then besides damage reduction, if there is a damaging effect, it's always specific. Like only demon characters can use this. Oh, this can only hurt machines. This can only hurt demons. This can only hurt humans. And it's always and then if there is a all damage type effect like Fuyumi, the percentage is so low, like no one cares. Like I like Fuyumi, but she's not great. And the only good blue support for damage we have right now really is Micah and freaking Seto Kaiba.
Yeah, and they're both free to play units.
The
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
is they're both free to play, but the problem is they're both from events. So
yep.
and
That's
they like we've seen how they are about repeating events for global. Like
yeah,
where
they're very
people are still
stingy.
trying waiting to get an Onigumo. They never repeated her for us. And I think JP she got repeated.
Yeah, she got repeated twice.
And then the odds of Micah getting repeated are like slim to none. It's the same thing with freaking Kaiba. Like the odds of people who don't have these being able to get these is so low. Because the only option they have is freaking where is it? Right? This shit.
Yeah, the that terrible. Yeah,
Oh, so
that
yeah, and
shit.
I would never suggest you throw your stuff in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, here they actually has this been getting updated?
yeah, that has been getting updated.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I see the new support. There's Sharia. Oh, you get Furfur though. I might have to roll in here.
No,
Yeah,
no.
no, yeah, no, it's bad. But like, yeah, this is the only way people can go back and get their hands on something like a Kaito or a Micah, and it sucks. Because this is a terrible freaking system. Like, it's the worst of the worst. But, a little food for thought. Like, we kind of went in down the rabbit hole talking about blue, but it's because I really want blue as a color to have a place. And in this game, like, and it's not just this game. It's a lot of games where like damage reduction, just no one cares about that. Like in Phantasy Star New Genesis, no one stacks damage reduction.
Yeah, like no one really did. Yeah, it's the
Like
same
you
thing.
don't
Like
need it.
yeah, it's like the same thing with fucking like. Well, no, not really. League is fucking. That's a different story. That's like another can of worms I don't even want to open.
Yeah, League you can get some nice tank builds. But that's a PvP game. It's different. I mean, like
Yeah, it's
games like
PvP. Yeah, like PvE specifically.
yeah, like PvE games, like because even in arena, like tanking is kind of fallen off because you could just have OP-ass characters that one shot the world. Like especially if you're a mega whale. So it's like I just want blue to have more of a place. I don't know if they need to make up a new role or something, but damage reduction just isn't cutting it anymore. Like the tank build is fun to play, but it's just, dude, if you're running the tank build, you're gonna take so long to clear the content when you could have just ran through it on anything that had damage.
Yep.
And I think we'll stop here. That's the update. Yeah. Any last words, Tack, before I
No,
get you?
that's no, that's pretty much it though. Like I would say if you want to get Nagi, that's her name. How you say it? I would get her.
Yep.
Just like,
That nasty Nagi.
but yeah, that's pretty much all I'll
Get
say. The
her.
story, I would say, the cutscene at the very end. I think it was well worth it. I would say the wait.
At her. Look at her, Tack. Look at her. Does
Oh,
she
I am
love
looking
me?
at her.
Does she love me,
Yes, she
Tack?
does.
Yeah, we're
Yes, she
friends.
does.
Okay. No, I'll leave Kirara alone, and that'll end this video. Thanks for coming on, Tack, and yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow with whatever we decide to put out. Bye bye.